If you are a champion with teleport and you anticipate yourself walking back up to top lane, instead walk to bot lane, try to pick a fight or force a fight, especially post level 6, and then use your teleport to get up to top lane. Since the enemy top laner cannot join you for this play, this is going to be a completely one-sided play that should even dominate at the pro level. What's up, Giga Gamers? Welcome to the Strat Chat. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to go over patch 12.1. This season is finally here. Who should you be climbing with and how to get to the top? Let's see what's good. Diana's getting a significant buff to her jungle clear. The one tricks that were already having success in the jungle are going to find this to be very nice. If you play Diana a lot, she's going to be very, very strong. Look for those exceptionally fast clears and you can start dominating on the Rift. Gangplank, the Grasp of the Undying change really hit him hard. A lot of people try first strike, but then you just get completely crushed in lane. So they're giving back some frequency to the Q. It's coming off cooldown a half second earlier, which means he's going to get a lot more gold. You can use it to farm with. It also costs 5 less mana at every rank. So you're going to be looking this. A lot of people are going to be looking to try Gangplank. In Pro, this is a substantial change because those players actually know how to play Gangplank and expect this to be enough to potentially put this champion into the pro scene. Rek'Sai was our #1 jungler, all right, last patch. So they're coming back down pretty big on the correct build, right? We talked about maximizing. If you wanted to really crush, you wanted to get 5 points in E right away. They hit that hard. They actually buffed it by 5 at rank 1, but it's down by 15 at rank 5, which means that when it's empowered, it's actually 30 damage, which is absolutely enormous. Also, the tunnel cooldown is a second worse at every rank. So that mobility flying around the map, the Emax build got hit really hard. Now we're going to see Rek'Sai more than likely go back to the Qmax, and it's going to be more on par. It's still going to be one of the top tier junglers. You should still play it, but it's not nearly as good as it was. Sona, if you watched the last one, you knew that you should be playing Sona, mashing Sona, and just building tier and Dark Seal and just cruising to victory. You should go Sona, get on your first back, get Dark Seal and tier, and then just enjoy the rest of the game. You're going to win. That was the truth of it. They are hitting it, and they're hitting it pretty hard. She's still going to be one of the best champions. The E cooldown is up by 2 seconds. Armor growth is a little bit worse. This actually is going to hit her scaling a little bit, but she's still the #1 scaling champ in the game. So pick her up, build that Archangels, and you're going to still see some really good games, especially in the end game. Eclipse is getting nerfed on melees. You might see a few changes. Fewer Vi's are going to be taking Eclipse now. You're going to see more Trinity Force and things like that. Force of Nature is getting jacked. All right, this item is absolutely insane when it's good. If you want to build MR, if there's a heavy ability power team, magic damage team on the other side, you want to build this item. Everyone's talking about how there's too much damage, and then every time I see someone press tab in that game, no one has any defensive items. So yeah, there's going to be too much damage when everyone's replacing their defensive item with a maximized uptime damage item. If you just go and take your third item and say, let me just survive a little bit longer, you will deal more damage, all right? You will survive those chunk bursts. You will survive a Syndra ultimate every single time if you have Force of Nature. Then with your fourth item, you can go and keep on adding in whatever damage you want to get to or synergize with your build, right? But Force of Nature is absolutely insane. This item should be showing up in all sorts of builds. I expect even to see it on champions like Yone, that it might even be better than Spirit Visage. It's that good. Mortal Shield Bow is finally getting nerfed. This item was too good, not on Marksman because Marksman suck, but on all the fighters like Aurelia of the world. So Mortal Shield Bow is getting a nerf. Hopefully that brings them into line. Same thing is true about Wit's End. This combination of builds, and sometimes this came into a Ginsu's Rageblade as a third item, is indirectly getting hit. So while these two items are getting nerfed, so is Ginsu's Rageblade indirectly. Huge change. The biggest change of the patch. Teleport is getting completely overhauled. It is worse at every rank, okay? When you, up until the end of laning phase, 14 minutes, it changes. So now it's going to be slightly better for getting you back to lane, all right? It's a 6-minute cooldown to get you back to lane or to teleport to a tower. So if your team is getting tower dove, you can still defend against that. But no longer can you teleport towards constructs, minions, or anything, or traps, or anything like that. So all of these like parties in the bot lane, the 4-man parties, are going to go away. What you should do to compensate, if you still want to get that carry ahead, if you are a champion with teleport and you anticipate yourself walking back up to top lane, instead walk to bot lane, try to pick a fight or force a fight, especially post level 6, and then use your teleport to get up to top lane. Since the enemy top laner cannot join you for this play, this is going to be a completely one-sided play that should even dominate at the pro level, depending on the champions, especially if you have something like Wukong and Thresh. If you can make it to the bot lane and make that play, then teleport to the top lane. They cannot match you. There's nothing they can do except have their teammates cry about it. All right, so you can completely use this play to crush. The indirect champions that get buffed off of this are Galio, Twisted Fate, and Shen. A little bit of Nocturne, even though Nocturne turned off teleports, but fewer edge cases where the moment that you're pressing the ultimate, they're also getting the teleport off. All those champions with global effects are getting stronger because now they're the only people that can do it. Our favorite clash is coming back. Our first real tournament's going to be patch 12.4, supposedly, but it says that they've got January 15th and 16th. I'll be there. Hopefully I see you guys. Let me know if you catch me on the Rift in the clash tournament. Huge amounts of bug changes. We have to go over all of them just to be clear, right? Intentional feeding detection got better. Objective bounties have different health bars to indicate their bounty status. Fixed a bug where Kled would sometimes respawn with an incorrect amount of health, and I wonder if they fixed the Skarl running away. Fixed a bug where Kled could sometimes get hit by missiles immediately before or while dismounting. Thank you. This was a huge problem, even though he should be untargetable. Attacking enemy marked by Yordle Snap or Caliber Net will no longer reset her passive. Good. Fixed a bug where she was sometimes able to change the target. That seems weird. Fixed a bug where if a champion got caught in the trap at the same time as her E, Caitlyn's extended headshot range would get cancelled. I expected this to say doubled, but cancelled. Axiomark's ultimate cooldown now works properly with Ultimate Hunter. Finally. Not that you should ever be building this unless you're on Nocturne or Kiana. Fixed a bug where at max stacks, Lethal Temple's bonus attack speed would sometimes persist against non-champion targets. That would be a huge problem. Fixed a bug where Bard's Meeps would become untargetable after he traveled through Hex Gates. Hello. Fixed a bug where Bard's Temper Fate did not work with Tempered Fate, with Glacial Augment. Finally. Watchful Wardstone now show the number of wards they've placed. That's helpful. Blast Shield now activates properly on all structures. Maybe there was a bug that was making edge cases, but if this means that you can just shield while you're hitting turrets, then this is a big deal. Fixed a bug where Lamb's Respite would heal champions more than it was supposed to. Never saw it. Fixed a bug where if Lucian was silenced, his basic attacks would not have their Light Slinger effect. That's interesting. I wonder if this was quietly working a lot, and Soraka was being used as a lane bully against Lucian, but also as a silence to make sure that he couldn't get his combos off. I did not know about this. This could actually be a pretty big deal. Fixed a bug where Pantheon's Q Comet Spear would incorrectly go on cooldown if interrupted within its tap cast time. Comet Spear range indicator has been fixed to change between its tap cast and hold cast finally. Fixed Silas interaction with a stolen final spark and Misfortune stolen bullet time. I think you used to be able to like continue dashing with bullet time, right? Fixed a bug where effects died while casting consecutive R Shadow Surge, its cooldown would not reset. Fixed a bug where Noxian Diplomacy would sometimes hit untargetable enemy champions. Yeah. I mean, you should be able to attack them, but you shouldn't be able to cast a Q on them. Consuming Skarner's Crystal Venom mark from his E will correctly deal bonus damage. If this was what was holding this guy back, then Skarner instantly goes to the top of the jungle charts. Heimerdinger's Q evolution turret deactivation sound effects have been restored on several of his skins. Okay. His Electron Storm Grenade's explosion sound effects will no longer play multiple times upon hitting an enemy. That was probably in the edge case on the ultimate where it's going boom, 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 and hitting multiple people. Skins and Chromas, Elderwood is the best line in the game. I'm glad that they're bringing more of them. This actually reminds me of like where the wild things are and different There's a lot of cool popular references that this Nar skin looks like, which looks pretty sweet. Rek'Sai just looks like a bundle of flowers. It's kind of a messy skin, but it looks beautiful. And that's that. You should go Sona, get on your first back, get Dark Seal and Tier, and then just enjoy the rest of the game. You're going to win. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps the channel out a lot. I'll catch you guys next time. Keep it surreal. Peace.